Welcome back to the Campus Outreach StaffCast. This is your host, John Elam, and with me for upcoming Season 3 is Kent Bailey. Kent, tell all the staff and subscribers when the new season of the StaffCast is set to go live.
Thanks, John. I'm excited that we're starting Season 3 this month here in August, and be great to see all the things that we'll be able to put out on the podcast this season.
That's great. As a reminder, we want our listeners to know that the Campus Outreach StaffCast is made specifically with CO staff in mind. As we like to say, this is a podcast made by CO staff for CO staff. Now, Season 1 of the StaffCast focused on the founding vision and values established in the early days of Campus Outreach. In Season 2, we focused on what God has been doing in recent years. So, Kent, what can we expect for Season 3?
John, I think that Campus Outreach has always been at its best when we're looking forward. And so this season is going to be about what God's doing now, but also what we are looking forward to Him doing in the next several years. And so we'll be hearing from both people, you might say, in the ministry, and then those that are outside or around the ministry, talking about what God's doing now and what we would love to see happen in the future.
We've already recorded multiple interviews, and from the interviews we've already recorded, I would ask you, Kent, I'm pretty excited about how we've been encouraged and how I'm sure staff across the globe will be. What are some of the examples that you've been encouraged by so far?
Yeah, I think from those that are inside the ministry, you might say, particularly have been a number of the regional directors. Last season, we had a number of the network directors. This season, we're going to have more of the regional directors, and we've already heard from several of them. And it's just exciting to hear what's happening locally in their region, what their region is praying about, thinking about, seeing God do in this moment. And then we're also going to hear from a number of the hub church pastors. And in talking with them already, it's just been exciting to hear their excitement about what God's doing in and through their local campus outreach ministry. Even them sharing thoughts and ideas about where campus outreach could go in the future. Just really, really encouraging.
Now, Kent, you mentioned leaders from outside campus outreach. Now, what does that mean? How would you describe our guest list and why we've chosen to invite these people to speak into the ministry?
I think they fall out into a couple different groups, John. One would be people who are already in contact with campus outreach, and they may be with other organizations or other networks, and they've had connection with campus outreach. They're encouraged. They want to be a part. They want to both influence and encourage. And I think that's what's already come out in some of the recordings that we've done. And then I think there are people that I would just call resource people, authors of new books, and people that are putting out new content that is very applicable to where campus outreach is today, the work that we're doing. And those people have been excited to be able to speak to CO staff because the resources that they're creating and the books that they're writing would be very relevant to our audience. And so I think all those episodes will be great as well.
That's great. Now, I'll be honest here. I'm excited for one specific change to the show coming up in Season 3, and that is around the movement spotlights. Instead of just reading updates and praying for different CO regions around the world that we've been in contact with and asked them to send some information, this season we will be hearing directly from the CO regions themselves. That will provide a deeper level of engagement across the regions.
That will be exciting, John. I think it'll just be more personal, and we'll be getting much more up-to-date information that will help all of us in praying for one another and really, I hope, learning from one another. And that will be exciting.
Well, God is definitely at work all around the world, on the college campus, in local churches, missions agencies, and in neighborhoods and homes. We get the privilege to interview so many people from within Campus Outreach and also from other amazing ministries who love and walk with Jesus. We want to provide content that is encouraging to our staff in a way that understands what your challenges and opportunities look like and feel like. Because, as we like to say, this is a podcast made by CO staff for CO staff. We are excited to have you guys join us for Season 3. August 29th will be the release of the very first episode of Season 3, and every 2 weeks after that for the entirety of Season 3, spanning the rest of 2024 and the beginning of 2025, we will be releasing new episodes. We're excited about our guest list. We're excited for this and what God's going to do through it. Thank you, guys. See you soon. The Campus Outreach StaffCast is a production of Campus Outreach Serve. Subscribe to the show from your favorite podcasting services in order not to miss out on any of the upcoming episodes.